Hi everyone, today I'll be doing a review on the Legend of Fuyao. So as you can see on my screen, I have put the two main characters at the back. Yeah, so I'll move on to the summary. So for the summary, based on my drama list, right, it says that Fuyao was adopted as an orphan, served as a slave for the Xuan sect in the Tyrant Kingdom. So in this Xianxia show, right, there are like 4 kingdoms, so sorry, 5 kingdoms. There's one overarching kingdom that watch over the other 4 kingdoms, so it's like rank higher somehow. Yeah. So Tyrant Kingdom is one of the normal 4 kingdoms. Then Xuan sect is the like pie under the kingdom lah. Then so in the summary, they say after a series of tragedy, she journeyed across the land to leave the curse that blighted her life. So along the way, she meets the crown prince of Tianquan. So Tianquan is the kingdom that oversees the other 4 kingdoms. So it's the like the rank highest kingdom lah. So the crown prince of Tianquan name is Zhangsun Wuji. So Zhangsun Wuji is acted by Ethan Run, and then falls in love with him. So together they tackle political issues in the 5 kingdoms and unearth secrets regarding her birth. Okay, I don't really agree with this summary. For me, the summary, right, should be like Fuyao was a slave lah in the, yeah, correct, she's a slave in the Xuan sect, but she later found out that she is actually a holder of a 5-color stone pebble. So because of this 5-color stone pebble, it has secrets to her birth lah. So she needs to take this 5-color stone pebble to search across the land to find out what happened to her in the past. And at the starting of the show, they also let you know that this holder of the 5-color stone pebble, right, has the ability to revive Ti Fei Tian. So who is Ti Fei Tian? Ti Fei Tian is a villain that like sort of eradicated a lot of people in the world many years ago. So he was like feng in by someone else powerful in the past. So she is the one that can revive him lah, if she breaks all the curse using the 5-color stones, something like that. Yeah, so the story is that when she breaks all these curse using the 5-color pebble stone, right, she will become a Yao Nu. After she becomes the Yao Nu, she will revive the Ti Fei Tian. So, in the story for the Zhangsun Wuji, right, his role is to eradicate the Yao Nu. Like his shifu, right, in the, what's it called? Can't remember. His shifu, right, is like a very powerful sect called the Firmament sect lah. Yeah, so in this Firmament sect, right, they want to eradicate this Yao Nu. So they ask Zhangsun Wuji to go and eradicate her lah. So but during the show, obviously these two fall in love and then they don't want to eradicate each other. Yeah, so during the show there are many like funny scenes, cute scenes, and like awkward scenes also, like many false kisses even though they like each other. Yeah. So basically, you should really watch the show because I think the main actress is very pretty. Like I love Yang Mi. Ethan John, not really. The storyline is quite okay except for the ending. I don't really like the ending. I will talk more about it later. Yeah, so I give you all an introduction about the other characters in the show as well. So one of the other main characters is the Cjbeards. So Cjbeards is acted by Venga Gao. If you watch Shan Shen Shan Shi, right, you should know that this guy acted as what he acted as oh, the Di Jun, yeah, Di Jun, the white hair guy in the show. So a lot of people like him in Shan Shen Shan Shi. So he's the one together with Dili Repa in the show lah. But I don't really like them together because I don't think he's handsome. Yeah, but a lot of people think he's handsome. Okay, so the next important character is a bad guy, Qi. He's the Prime Minister of Taiyuan Guo. So Taiyuan Guo is the place that Yang Mi was first at. So she was under Xuan sect under Taiyuan Guo. So during the story, right, the Qi will go and visit the Xuan sect lah. Yeah. So his Prime Minister means like quite high role lah. But he's a bad guy, so he always do very bad things one. Like his goal in life is to become the king of Taiyuan, but Shi Zong never succeed lah, yeah. Then there's another guy called the Zongyue. He's a very skilled doctor in the show. So who is Zongyue? Zongyue is actually the sworn enemy of Cjbeards. Why is he the sworn enemy of Cjbeards? It's because Zongyue is a descendant of one of the prince of Taiyuan Guo. So one of the prince of Taiyuan Guo, like last time I got hired by Cjbeards because he wanted their power as well as their divine equipment. So this divine equipment, right, can be used to, it's called the heavenly armor lah. So this heavenly armor can 让你刀枪不入. So it also can like protect those people with a weaker body, like they have some health illnesses, they can wear it to prevent the health illnesses from acting up lah. So Zongyue's family used to have this heavenly armor. So this guy plotted to kill his whole family lah in the past, together with a lot of other people. So this Zongyue, he has to watch his entire family got massacred in front of him when he was very young. So only him and his brother managed to survive. Like his brother's name is called Yunheng, this guy. So they both survive, but at first Yunheng doesn't even know the existence of his brother lah. Like he thought all along that he's a godson of Cjbeards. Then he doesn't know where he's from at all. Until one day, Zongyue kind of tell him that they are actually blood brothers, and then Cjbeards is actually the enemy. But the weird thing is, I don't understand how the Cjbeards can actually adopt the Yunheng as a Yizi when he, like from young, because from young, right, actually this Prime Minister Cjbeards and the Zongyue's family, right, they used to be like very close friends. Then it's like Cjbeards going to betray the father lah, who is the prince lah. Then it's like how you don't know that the Yunheng is the son of your good friend's son, then you go and adopt the guy as your son. Don't make sense, like. So I think there's a plot hole there somewhere that they never explain how this Cjbeards adopt just some Tom, Dick and Harry into his family without knowing that Yunheng is actually the son of his enemy lah. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next character. This character is Jiang Feng. So Jiang Feng is the bodyguard of Zhang Shuji. In the show, he doesn't really play a significant role lah. He just usually help to encourage Zhang Shuji to pursue his love instead of only caring about his crown prince duties. Yeah. Okay. So next is this Yalan Chu. So Yalan Chu, right, she's a girl who's quite pretty, but she's like apparently like very tomboyish, cannot cook or whatever lah. Then at first, she likes Zhang Beiye, so Zhang Beiye don't really like her at first. Zhang Beiye only likes Fuyao. Then, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this show, right? This show got a lot of love triangles one. Like, for example, she like him, then he like her, then she like someone else. Okay, maybe it's not a triangle, it's like rectangular or more than 4 also have lah. Yeah, many sides lah. Yeah, so at first he don't even like her, and then after that she did a lot for him lah. Like she even went blind for him to heal his health. Then after the many tribulations, he finally said that he loved her. He found out that he loved her. That's very weird, right? I thought once you love someone, you won't go around liking someone else, no matter what the other person does for you. And when the way like he suddenly start liking her is like very abrupt, I feel like it's a bit forced lah. Like I think for guys to be touched by a girl's actions, right, it's harder lah compared to a girl getting touched by a guy's action and actually like the guy. So for this part of the storyline, I a bit disagree lah. That okay lah, but never mind lah, 有情人终成眷属啦. Okay lah, can lah. So next character is the Zhang Shunzhong. So Zhang Shunzhong is the Emperor of Tianquan. So why did I not say that he's the father of Zhang Shuzi? Okay, because he's really not the father of Zhang Shuzi, even though Zhang Shuzi is the crown prince. So there's a very complicated love story between the queen, who is the mother of Zhang Shuzi, and someone else. Because actually Zhang Shuzi is the son of the queen and another prince, which is the brother of Zhang Shunzhong. So the father of Zhang Shuzi is actually Zhang Shunjia. So during the entire story, right, Zhang Shuzi had all along thought that Zhang Shunzhong was his dad lah. So always like respect him and then do stuff for him. Then there was a part whereby Zhang Shunjia revolted against Zhang Shunzhong. So Zhang Shunzhong sent Zhang Shuzi to go and kill Zhang Shunjia. So it makes like the scene like the son killing the father like that. Actually, during the show, he didn't actually kill Zhang Shunjia because when he was almost forced to kill Zhang Shunjia actually killed himself. Yeah, so the mother was embroiled in a scandal together with this Zhang Shunjia. So why was the mother involved with Zhang Shunjia? So all along the mother had always liked him, and the king, right, the Zhang Shunzhong, right, when he became the king, right, he tried to take away everything from his brother because he hates his brother. Because the parents actually like Zhang Shunjia more than him so everything he wanted to fight his brother So he actually waited like many years to plot this father and son killing event. He waited like at least like how old Zhang Shuzi is. He waited how many years? Like he knew all along that Zhang Shuzi is not his son. Yeah, so this guy is like crazy and evil like why need to do this kind of thing? No, the person not your son, then not your son then just don't let him be the 太子 Okay, so he have another son also, but the other son, right, is like super useless one. Yeah, the other son is this Zhang Shunpingrong. Later I'll talk about him. Okay, next is Tang Zhirong. So Tang Zhirong is one of the concubines of Taiyuan Guo. She is not very important because actually when Zhang Shuzi was carrying out duties in the Taiyuan Guo, right, he posed as the king of Taiyuan Guo. So he posed himself as what's his name? So he posed himself as one of the prince So to become the king of Taiyuan Guo, right, you have to have the ability to control water, or else the whole kingdom will be flooded. So he used because Zhongyue, right? Zhongyue is actually the descendant of the Taiyuan Guo heavenly royal family So Zhongyue has the ability to control water. So Zhongyue is the one who actually helped him in secret to control water instead of Zhang Shuzi also control water. So in Taiyuan Guo, right, he is known as Xuan Yanming at first. Then he was the crown prince of Taiyuan Guo and eventually became the king So when he became the king, one of the concubines was this Tang Zhirong. So this Tang Zhirong is a person who always wanted to become the queen. So she do a lot of evil things, but eventually she didn't get to be the queen because she was killed by Cjbeards in the end because she is not an ally of Cjbeards. So yeah, she's not very important actually. Next is Yan Jingchen. So Yan Jingchen is one of the disciples at the Xuanyan sect. So this is like one of the what they call Qingmei Zuma together with Fuyao last time. So so Yan Jingchen all along also like Fuyao, but someone else like him like this Pei Yuan like him. Like I said, there were many love triangles inside. Then because Fuyao's role is a slave, right, in the Xuanyan sect. So Yan Jingchen's dad is also the Zhangmenren of the Xuanyan sect. So the dad, right, will never allow Yan Jingchen to marry Fuyao. So when the Cjbeards actually came to the Xuanyan sect, right, he came to propose that Pei Yuan be married to Yan Jingchen. So Pei Yuan and Cjbeards are related because she is a niece of the Cjbeards. So he tried to use his power to help the Pei Yuan to marry him But actually in secret it's not really help Pei Yuan, but because he want to boost his own strength by allying with the Xuanyan sect. So he proposed this marriage. Then because of the father's pressures, he eventually agreed to marry Pei Yuan. Then at that time, last time, Fuyao used to think that they were in love lah, so Fuyao was very sad and then stopped like interacting with him. Yeah. Okay, so these two, right, between Pei Yuan and Yan Jingchen, right, there's another even weirder story because Yan Jingchen and his dad, right, actually plot to murder Pei Yuan together. So the dad told like Yan Jingchen that next time Pei Yuan will actually tang his career lu. So like when the time is right after they get married, then he's supposed to poison her. Then this was actually overheard by Pei Yuan, and then she still went ahead to marry him. And then after that, just keep bearing a grudge. And then one day tried to poison him, and then they both like end up dying, like killing each other like that. Yeah, very very weird people. Okay, yeah, just now I want to talk about Zhang Shunpingrong, right? So Zhang Shunpingrong is like the useless son of Zhang Shunzhong. So he's birthed by a concubine, and the concubine that birthed him, right, also know that the Zhang Shunwuji is not the actual son, so she keep wanting to make Zhang Shunpingrong the 太子 lah. But Zhang Shunzhong want to carry out what he want to carry out lah, so she didn't get her way lah. And Zhang Shunpingrong is very like, he's also like a bad guy. He always do a lot of bad things. So eventually he met his end. He was killed by his servant from the back, like literally backstabber. Yeah. This guy, I never really see him in the show. He's probably one of the military leader of Tianquan that's not very important. Yeah, Zhang Shunjia just now I mentioned already. Pei Yuan I mentioned already. Okay, Xuan Yuanxiao is the actual wife of Zhang Shunjia. So Zhang Shunjia, as I mentioned, is in love with the queen, right? So Xuan Yuanxiao is princess of Taiyuan that married into the Tianquan. But even though she's the wife of Zhang Shunjia never ever care about her lah. But they have a daughter together called Lianer. So one day the Xuan Yuanxiao have enough of his shit, so she left with the daughter. So on the way of leaving the palace together with the daughter, right, she actually overheard the Zhang Shunzhong's conversation with the concubine about Zhang Shunwuji not being the biological son of his lah. And during that critical moment, the daughter actually shouted out and make them got discovered. So when they were discovered, then of course Zhang Shunjiang will try to send people to go and kill them lah, to like 杀人灭口啦. So they send many people to kill them. But eventually they cannot find them, so they set a fire. And then Xuan Yuanxiao, in order to run away from the place, right, she had to beat herself to the Fei Yan to come and save her. So in exchange for Fei Yan saving her, right, she will lose her sanity and gain some like kung fu lah. So she was like crazy for many years, and she went back to live in Taiyuan. Then she went to haunt one of the palaces that a lot of people thought were haunted lah. So that's how Xuan Yuanxiao and the main characters meet. Because when they were in Taiyuan, they saw her, and then they tried to extract some info from her lah, like whether Zhang Shunwuji is actually the son of Zhang Shunzhong. But she was too crazy at that point of time to give out any information. But I think in like Zhang Shunwuji's heart, he knows that actually he's not the biological son already lah. So there is also like some scenes between him and Zhang Shunjia that show that he doesn't really want to kill him lah, like sort of know a bit. Yeah. Okay, then next is Qi Yun. So Qi Yun is the daughter of Cjbeards. So for Qi Yun, right, Qi Yun likes Zong Yue, and then Yun Heng likes Qi Yun. Whether Zong Yue likes Qi Yun back, I'm not sure. It wasn't really explained. Yeah. So for Qi Yun, right, she's the girl that was born with a lot of illnesses, like because she was born premature. She had her blood flow like reverse or something. So she needed the heavenly armor to help her to live past the age of 2 or some other young age lah. Yeah. So the Cjbeards say the reason for killing Zong Yue's family is for her lah, but obviously we know that he has other hidden ulterior motives such as becoming the king. Yeah, so actually Qiyun is a very nice girl lah, just that the father is a villain now. Yeah. Oh, so during the show, right, it was there was a part that she even gave up the heavenly armor to give to Zhongyue because she likes Zhongyue. And then Qizhen wants to kill Zhongyue, so she secretly passed the armor to him. Like when he was like he passed out or something, she put the armor on him lah. Then after that, when Qizhen was going to attack Zhongyue, right, Qiyun go and jump in front of the attack lah. So she like got attacked by her own father. Then the father was so angry that this happened that he killed himself, so Qizhen killed himself. Then whether Qiyun survived or not, I'm not sure, because they only show like Zhongyue taking her away to treat her. They didn't show like whether she actually survived, or did I misunderstand? I'm not very sure, but anyway, I don't know if she survived. I hope she survived, and I think she survived. Yeah. Okay, and next, we're talking about Tai Yan. So Tai Yan, right, she act as the 徒弟 of Fei Yan Junzu. So she is also in close. She likes Zhang Shunwuji lah. She's on close terms with him, and during the Taiyuan Guo 时代, right, she also helped him to go and 陷害the Qizhen ah. So she posed as a prince called Xuan Yuanhui during the plot against Qizhen, and then help him trick Qizhen into thinking that Qizhen managed to get the power of controlling water from her lah. It actually did not lah. So she posed as a prince, not as a princess. And she totally didn't even look like a prince. I don't even understand how people believe that she's a prince because she's so short. Yeah. Then so Tai Yan is also very nice lah, because she, until the end, right, she still keep trying to protect Zhang Shunwuji when the Shifu wanted to kill Zhang Shunwuji lah. So Fei Yan wanted to kill Zhang Shunwuji at the end. Then Tai Yan tried to backstab the Shifu lah, but of course the 徒弟 cannot 超越 the Shifu, so yeah, she died. Yeah. Who is this Uncle Pei Yan? Don't think I know him. Next. 战南城 State of 天下国. Okay, so 天下国, right, originally this guy is the king of the 天下国, so he's a very useless king. He only go around collecting gold, and then he doesn't care about his 子民 at all. Yeah, so he always like try to kill his brother, which is the 战北野. Then actually they are half brothers, are not like full brothers, because in the royal family usually they are always half siblings, are not full siblings. Usually full siblings will still be quite cordial to each other. Yeah. So he's been trying to eradicate 战北野. Then 战北野, after that, he also revolt lah. Then successfully take over the 天下国 with help of Fuyao and Zhang Shunwuji lor. So this useless guy is gone at the end of the show. Okay. Then next is this Feng Jingfan. Okay, this is one stupid and irritating girl. I don't like this woman. During the show, right, so she liked Zhang Shunwuji. But actually, I think what she likes is not even Zhang Shunwuji. She just likes his power. And then because in the 玄机国, right, okay, so she's the princess of 玄机国. So as the second princess of 玄机国, right, you cannot become the king of 玄机国. So in 玄机国, the king is not a guy, it's a girl. So for you to become king, right, you have to be the firstborn princess also. So she's not the firstborn. So after since she is the second princess, right, after the first sister actually become the king, right, she can kill off all the other siblings to preserve her 皇位. Yeah, that's the rule in the 玄机国. So in order to survive, right, this 凤金帆 just 死要 cling to 那个Zhang Shunwuji lor. Yeah. Then she also did many unscrupulous stuff, such as like she released a plague, right, then pretend to be a saint and then go and save everyone when she's the one who freaking released the plague. So of course she got take precautions for herself lah. She also go and eat the antidote first before she released the plague. So she's just a very evil girl. Then she still go around calling herself a saintess or some shit. Yeah, so very bad woman. Super don't like. And then keep 陷害 Fuyao also. Yeah, no good. let me talk about Yun Heng first. So Yun Heng, right, I already say is the brother of Zhong Yue, right? So after Zhuan Wuji left the Taiyuan, right? Then Yun Heng become the real king lah, because he's really the royal descendant of Taiyuan, right? He really has the power to control water. So he took over the king role after Zhuan Wuji left the kingdom. So Zhuan Wuji only took over the king role to help stabilize the kingdom and eradicate Cjbeards. Yeah, so this guy, I feel that he's a very 弱男子 lor. Always like he couldn't even kill Cjbeards, even finding out all the heinous deed that Cjbeards did. So over the years, right, all the dirty work, right, is done by this guy, and then he cannot look at. I mean, like, Cjbeards is such a bad person, just kill him off lah. Yeah. And also, I think the partly why he don't want to kill Cjbeards is because of Qiyun lah, because he likes Qiyun, but don't think that's a good reason not to kill Cjbeards. Yeah, so in the end, nobody killed Cjbeards. As I mentioned, Cjbeards killed himself lah. Yeah. So for Xiaoqi is one of the slaves together with Fuyao at the Xuan Yuan Pai. So they both escaped together from the Xuan Yuan Pai. Then in the Xuan Yuan Pai that time, right, Xiaoqi always kinda bullied by the Pei Yuan lah, because he's a good friend of Fuyao, and Pei Yuan hates Fuyao also because of the love triangle. Xiaoqi, he died at the end of the show trying to save Fuyao from becoming the Morning. No, actually it's not. He tried to save Fuyao from the Zhang Wuji Shifu. Yeah. Then he was killed by one of the firmament members on the bridge. Yup. 是鬼. Who is this? I don't think I know him. Next. 际遇. I also don't know leh. Next. 铁城. Fuyao subordinate. Oh, okay. So there was a portion in the show whereby she acted as a magistrate of a county. So this guy was the Shouxia, and he also liked her lah. Yeah, as I said, many love triangles or hexagonals or whatever. Fei Yan. Okay, so Fei Yan, right? Fei Yan is the person who wants to revive Di Fei Tian. Okay, and I mentioned she has a 徒弟 which is Cai Yan. So Cai Yan tried to kill her and but not successful. Then Fei Yan, all along in the show, she's been manipulating Fuyao to break all the 5 seals. I told you she had 5 seals in using the 5 color pebble stone, right? So yeah, so she's been training her to become the Mo Nu. But actually, during the entire show, I feel that Fuyao doesn't even look like she is a Mo Nu because she's like very kind throughout the whole show. But after she break the 5 seals, right, then she suddenly just become a Mo Nu and go around killing people. I don't even understand why this can happen. And then so the last seal that she had to break, right, is to kill Fei Yan. So Fei Yan herself also died just to revive Di Fei Tian. What is this sorcery? Why would you want to do that to yourself? I don't understand. Okay. Next. Okay lah, I think we just talk about this Feng Jingzhi. The rest is not very important. Yeah, so Feng Jingzhi, right? Feng Jingzhi is the Xuan Jiguo, the first daughter that I said. She's the one that is poised to inherit the Xuan Jiguo kingdom. So when Fuyao and the Zhang Wuji, right, they were in the Xuan Jiguo kingdom, right? All along, this Feng Jingzhi thought that Fuyao is a guy. First of all, Fuyao was dressed as Zhong Yue lah, like her role when she went there with Zhong Yue. Then always thought Fuyao was a guy, and then she was secretly in love with Fuyao, which is very weird because Fuyao is shorter than her and she doesn't look like a guy at all. So a lot of this show, right, they have these girls acting as guy but do not even look like guy. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll talk about why I dislike the ending. So at the ending, right, Fuyao and Zhang Wuji both went to the firmament sect to report back to the Shifu. So obviously because Zhang Wuji don't want to kill Fuyao, right, then the Shifu go and imprison him lah, so he kinda like some punishment and kinda tortured. Then Fuyao comes to save him. And yeah, she tried to save him, and then the Shifu come and intervene. So this is her face when she's facing the Shifu. So obviously she cannot beat the Shifu also lah. Yeah, okay, Yeah, so she cannot beat the Shifu. And then she fainted. Then is it Tai Yan? No, sorry. Lady Fei Yan come and 暗算 all the Shifu, cause her role is to want to. Oh yeah, so did I mention that why the Shifu want transfer to cure? Yeah, it's because she can revive Di Fei Tian. So the Shifu all don't want Di Fei Tian to be revived. And then this Fei Yan, right, she pretend that she don't want Di Fei Tian to be revived, but in actuality she does want him to be revived. And then she go and 暗算 all the other Shifu. Okay, so firmament ends, she calls them. Okay, then this is the part that she 暗算 them. And then this is the place that Tai Yan tried to kill the Shifu but failed, and I think she died lah. They didn't mention whether she died, but I think she died. Okay, then and then he's like very angry that Fei Yan come. And this is the part that Fei Yan is fighting against Fuyao's friends. So Fuyao's friends also come and help her lah to fight, but they are like very lousy against her because Fei Yan is very powerful. She has been controlling the whole Lu that Fuyao has passed through so far. So Zongyue come and help, many people come and help. Then eventually Fuyao kills the Fei Yan Jun lah, and she becomes the Mo Nü. So she becomes the Mo Nü, she fly up to the sky, and then she becomes Mo Nü, and then she go around strangling everyone. Then she strangled everyone, then she become like that, looks very funny. Then she keep attacking Chansu Nuti because Chansu Nuti keep trying to pull her back from reaching out to the Di Fei Tian stone. So I think once she touches the Di Fei Tian stone, then Di Fei Tian will be revived. Not very sure how it works. Yeah, but also at this point of time, she's like totally not in control of herself lah, so she keep. But it doesn't make sense like if she wasn't in control of herself, then she would have killed Chansu Nuti also. Cause this guy keep blocking the way from like the Di Fei Tian being revived. But somehow, Chansu Nuti after kena punched by many times, I also never died. So I don't understand also. Then halfway during the push here, push there, then she recall their love story, and then she managed to get back her consciousness, and then she stabbed herself. Then when she stabbed herself, the Di Fei Tian stone just erupted. I thought it's like Di Fei Tian being revived or something, but it's not. So Di Fei Tian is gone forever lah. So that's the ending lor. Then they live happily ever after. Then she, at this part, it's a bit like she to possess and try to control herself lah. It's a very weird ending. Yeah, so at the end of the show, they are just both lying on the floor and injured and holding each other's hand. And then, tada! They live happily ever after, and they never show what happened to everyone else. Which is a very bad ending. I feel it's very abrupt. Like, what happened to everyone else? Why they only show them? Yeah. Okay, so this is the end of the show. Live happily ever after. Overall, I still think you should watch the show lah. It's very nice, the costumes, or would you call them dressing? And the 仙境, right, they all make until like very mystical, magical, and Fuyao really very pretty. Rest of the girls also quite chill lah. For the guys, not so. Yeah, you can watch for the girls. Okay, I rate this show maybe like 7 upon 10. Oh sorry, 8 upon 10, 8 upon 10. Cause got Yang Mi inside. Yeah. That's all for today. Bye bye.